Hi, my name is Joel Manning. I'm the warehouse manager at Rainbow Resource Center, and I'd like to show you some of the top 5 tools I use as a manager available in the RDS system. The first one that I'd like to show you is the summary, order summary and carton summary. This tool allows me to see very quickly which items are still open and what our load is for the day. It's critical for me to understand as a manager where my labor is in the warehouse and where we need to allocate additional labor. So one of the most important things I key on is the open line totals. And we're at the end of the day here, so we're almost completed for the day. But you can see that the completed lines is 4,500. So when I come in the morning and review this, as well as my employees, they have a very clear picture of the load for the day. This page also is separating the priority pack singles and the priority pack multi, which is the tote batch pick process and the load for today. The second one that's very helpful is the carton summary, and I could just click on that, and I'm still in the summary tab. On this one, we can understand that the split case and cartons being created for the day is 675, the number that are released and the number that are completed. It also is showing, unlike the other screen, the full case picks and the discrete picks, which is a different pick operation. So I need to know these totals, which are a different pick process, and make sure that I'm allocating appropriate labor to those tasks. Outside of the summary page, another one that I reference frequently is the order tab, where it will show you the quantity of released orders yet to be picked, the quantity started and completed, and those typically are just reference points throughout the day, but one that I really key in on is the error tab. And in this tab, it will populate any data errors that we had from our system coming into RDS that couldn't be completed, which tells me as a manager that I need to do something to resolve these, because RDS won't handle them due to the data that we pass them. So that's an urgent situation for any manager to be on top of and make sure that nothing's caught in that error tab. Another point of errors is the short icon here. And what a short is if we go out to the zone and the pickers identify that there's a stock shortage, the orders will show that here, and our automated conveyor system will kick those out to an exception lane. And this is divided up into a discrete split case and then also the totes for the batch picking. And here, this is my cue that in this order, we had this SKU which wasn't completed and was short, and somebody needs to go out and resolve that to make sure that this order gets out in a timely manner. So this is a really helpful tool that allows the pickers to continue to pick and not stand around and wait for a resolution to the short, but also captures the data for a manager or a sub-manager to resolve that problem, to make sure that we get that order out. This production tab here allows me to review all sorts of different types of data, but the one I really key in on is the operation of the picking line. And that's how we look at our picking efficiency with our employees. The pick line rate is critical to any warehouse operation, and with the RDS tool, it enables us to identify each picker, the total lines they picked, the duration they picked it, and their rate. and then it gives a custom standard that we use for our warehouse of 135 picks per hour, pick lines to be specific. And here you can see that we have all that information with our employees that we can follow up and either retrain for improvement, or perhaps they're doing everything right and we need to resolve some problem in the pick process. But without this information, it's very hard to do anything actionable as a manager. The last one that I'd like to show you is the Diagnostics tab, and this graphic is a live graphic of our conveyor system that allows you to see the packages going on through the conveyor system, and it's a quick snapshot to be able to identify if there's any problems. For example, if I had a problem on the QC lane, this would highlight yellow. And actually, Jen, if you could cover up that sensor right by you on there, just put your hand in front of there. We'll have indications on the diagnostic page that says there's a box in front of here, this audit lane's full. So as a manager, I have a quick reference point to say somebody needs to resolve that. This also happens on the gravity lanes. If our gravity lanes for the outbound parcels are full, these will show up yellow, as well as any faults within the conveyor system. A box will show up red, and I know I need to resolve it. So those are my top 5 tools within RDS that really help me as a manager have more visibility into the warehouse operations and makes for a smoother work environment where I can allocate the labor to where it's most needed.